So initially we had a farm that we had bought in Penn Springs, and we were going to build on it, and we were renting down at Salt Sulphur while we built. But I moved my folks in with us. My stepmom was needed more care with dementia than my dad was able to give. And then my husband was diagnosed with cancer, and we just decided it was too much to build, and we could not get concrete up the side of the mountain. So we bought this farm, and we're changing a cattle farm into fruit production. So JarHead is a nickname for Marines, and my dad and I were throwing around, what should we name the farm? What should we name our work? And my husband, who is a heavy equipment field mechanic, traveled for work, came home one weekend, and he said, I'm tired of this discussion. You know there's only one possible name. I'm like, okay, do tell. And he said, well, you're a Marine, a jarhead, and you put food into jars. What else could it be? And I looked at my dad, because there's a little bit of competition between Army and Marine Corps. And he said, okay. And so I went, okay. I called up headquarters Marine Corps and said, is this okay, or does it infringe? And they said, no, it's fine. And I'm like, okay, alrighty, JarHead Farms it is. So we have strawberries and blackberries, and today we put peaches in the ground. The drought killed the cherry trees that we had last year, and the pawpaws died. We have more elderberry and to go into the ground and serviceberry. Initially, or eventually, we would like to put in plums, native plums, Prunus americana, Prunus canadia, which is two really nice ways of saying prunes that are native to North America and Canada, and a third variety of plums that are about the size of a Bing cherry. Those are very nutritionally dense. Also, we'd like to put in service berries and put in the pawpaws and the cherries again. Maybe a little bit better luck next time. So we aggregate fruit last year from 25 different small-scale fruit farmers in West Virginia. This year our goal is to aggregate from 45. We encourage them all to sell what they can locally at retail prices. What they don't sell locally, they can be assured that they have a secondary market on the wholesale, and we purchase it from them. We aggregate that back out into an area that is not competing with them locally, to country stores, IGA, farmers markets, CSAs, community supported agriculture, and what's left over we make into value-added products. And our jams and our syrups is really what finances putting the trees into the ground here on the farm. Our orchard is going to be a you-pick orchard with a pay what you can afford. Alderson has got a 40.7% poverty rate on the last census. It's a rural food desert, and we want to be able to have fruit here. And it's easy for people to grow vegetables. Even if all they have is 5-gallon buckets, they can grow vegetables and get at least some harvest. But fruit takes a multiple-year investment, and it's not easy. It's just not easy. West Virginia is at its best when we work together, because I want to look at myself in the mirror and know that I'm doing something good each day. That's the reason to get up. It's the reason to be, is I'm making a difference in my home area, my community, my state. A lot of people opened up doors for me in my career. A lot of people have helped us create this farm and what we're trying to do here. We could not do that at all without the help from other people. I would be a pretty selfish person if I would feel like I was a selfish person if I didn't turn around and give back. Last year we donated in money or in produce about $16,000. It's it's what I feel is important. It's giving back. People have certainly helped us out. It's the least I can do. Mountain State Co-op and West Virginia Food and Farm Coalition have been our partners all along the way, and the West Virginia Hive has been our business advisor. Without them, without West Virginia Grown and Vets to Ag, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. Their assistance and help, it's made the difference. West Virginia is really a good place to start a business. If you ask, there's a lot of people willing to give you information. If you want help, they're willing to point you in the right direction. Joining West Virginia Grown and being in the book means I get phone calls. I get phone calls from people who are looking for fruit. I get phone calls from people who are looking for value-added producers to come to fairs and to sell in their small country stores and gift shops. It has been much more valuable than I ever dreamed. I wanted the logo. I wanted to be able to put the logo on our products, and what I got was a whole lot more support and help than I really thought that would be there.